Yo, what's going on people? It's your boy Huncho, back at you again with another video. And so a bit of a different video today where we're going to be talking about firearms in the United Kingdom. I know there's a big misconception about whether we have firearms in the UK, and if we do, a lot of people who live outside of the UK, and maybe even some people in the UK, associate the guns with World War II, for example. But within a new NCA report that has been released in relation to firearms in the UK, they've attached a journey map to show you how military-grade firearms get into the UK that include the likes of AK-47s, because believe it or not, AK-47s and military-grade firearms are on the streets of the UK. So we'll go over some of the report that the NCA has written up, and then I want to show you that map of how illegal guns can get into the UK. So the article is titled, "You Only Get One Shot in Life, Don't Blow It." And the article talks about a new firearms campaign set up by the National Crime Agency, which is the UK's equivalent of the FBI, and they're warning people to understand the laws and consequences of owning illegal firearms here in the UK. So it reads, although firearms crimes in the UK remains low compared to other countries, there's been an upward trend in record offences since 2014. In the last 2 years, the NCA alone seized 552 firearms in operational activity supported by police. Now, in a bid to raise awareness among young people interested in firearms or on the fringes of crime gangs, the agency has launched its latest campaign with targeted online adverts on channels including Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. The work is designed to encourage vulnerable young people to stay away from illegal firearms and understand that possessing one could ruin their lives. The article continues, criminals will go to any lengths to secure viable weapons, including stolen shotguns and converted low-velocity blank-firing weapons. While criminal groups are known to smuggle firearms into the UK, a proportion of illegal firearms are brought into the country simply by people acting out of naivety or ignorance of UK firearms laws. This is particularly the case with certain blank firing weapons, which in some parts of mainland Europe are legal to possess and sell, but are illegal in the UK. UK law enforcement knows through the number of firearms recovered that convertible blank firers are currently popular with offenders. Since 2018, there has been an increase in people acquiring blank firearms. The bulk of the 552 recovered firearms were imported from European sellers and shipped to UK customers through fast parcel or post. The emergence of blank firing weapons being converted remains of concern, with indications that young urban street gangs prefer this weapon due to its ready availability. National Ballistics Intelligence Service data shows that 40% of inferred firearms, a weapon not recovered but identified through recovered ammunition, in 2016/2017 were converted, modified or reactivated weapons manufactured overseas. In 2020, firearms remained broadly stable in comparison to previous years, with a slight decrease on 2019. A small proportion of lawfully held firearms, such as shotguns, are stolen for criminal use. Theft of shotguns declined in 2020, almost certainly due to COVID-19 restrictions on movement. Shotguns are typically stolen from license holders in rural areas and used by criminals in urban areas. While such thefts may be targeted, most are the result of opportunistic burglary. The article touches on more things, which is directed towards the campaign side of things, which is a really good read, and I do recommend that you go and give that one a read and spread awareness to the campaign to potentially help steer people away from gun crime and help them understand the law when it comes to firearms in the UK. If you want to read the rest of the article and take a deeper look at the campaign, I'll leave the relevant link down in the description below. But like I said at the start of the video, the NCA have recently created a short slideshow of a hypothetical journey it takes for a firearm to come to the UK. So the slide starts off by saying the journey of a firearm. There are multiple means of importing illegal firearms into the UK. This map shows the hypothetical journey of a firearm from procurement to entering the domestic criminal market in the UK. So the journey starts in Eastern Europe, where it reads, weapons legally procured in Eastern Europe converted blank firing weapons and deactivated/modified weapons can be purchased in EU countries where they are legal and unrestricted. A picture's been attached from Operation 70. Here, multiple deactivated Scorpion machine pistols and Czech VZ-58 assault rifles were purchased legally in Slovakia by a British organised crime group. Next, weapons enter the criminal market. The weapons may then be purchased by a European organised crime group, likely using false identification, who would illegally reactivate them and sell them on the criminal market. The picture attached shows a gun which has been deactivated, and they do this by placing obstructions in the barrel. We're now getting closer to the UK, where the next slide says, firearms for sale. Once reactivated, the weapons may then be transported to the Netherlands, a known transit hub for firearms and other illicit goods headed for the UK. A Dutch organised crime group may negotiate the sale of the weapons to the British buyer, and the picture attached shows the most common type of firearms used, and these would be a Baikal and BBM Bruni models. The next slide shows the collection of the weapons to get to the UK. The British organised crime group that purchased the weapons would arrange for them to be transported to the UK. Means of importation include fast parcels, private maritime vessels, concealments in private vehicles, multi-occupancy vehicles, or in heavy good vehicles hidden with legitimate loads. The illicit cargo is smuggled into the UK via ferry ports, train stations, and postal hubs. Then finally, we get to firearms in the UK. Once in the UK, the firearms are typically sold on by the organised crime groups to young criminals and gang members in the metropolitan areas such as London, Sheffield and Manchester. Automatic weapons are most likely to be used in the UK in disputes among organised crime groups and urban street gangs, with innocent members of the public at risk of being caught in the crossfire. Many organised crime groups are not selective when it comes to their customers. Therefore, there is the potential of firearms falling into the hands of radicalised individuals for use in a terror attack. So this would be the normal journey of weapons being smuggled into the UK, because it's a lot easier to get away with it than the other way we're about to go over, but people have tried to do it this way, and for all we know, some have even potentially been successful at doing it, and that would be via the internet. The next slide says, online sale of weapons. Online forums, auction/advert websites and the dark web are facilitators for the trade of illegal firearms into the UK and many other countries. Firearms and their components may be sent to the buyer in the UK via the postal service, often disguised as another product, and the picture attached shows in 2015 when NCA officers seized a gun which had been delivered to a man in the UK hidden inside a radio. But this isn't the only time the NCA and other agencies have intercepted firearms coming into the UK, and a lot of the time when they are intercepted, it's because they are doing it over the internet via the postal service, because it's easier to spot them than physically smuggling them via a personal vehicle or something like that. But yeah, I hope this educated you a little bit on how illegal firearms do make it into the UK. And again, if you do want to read the whole article and if you want to take a look at the map it yourself, again, I will leave the relevant links down in the description below. But let me know what you guys think of this down in the comment section below. Give the video a little like, and if you want the latest drill, street and music news out of the UK, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Spinny Boy Ape Huncho, and I'm out.